What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Top 6, let's look at this on ESPN together.
We'll get upset about Alabama, but just remember this. If Alabama wins the rest of its games, they're going to be in the playoff. If they lose one, they're not. And if they lose one Saturday, they might not even make the SEC.
But is there reason
ahead?
But is there reason to be upset when you've seen Alabama very easily could have lost to Texas, could have lost to A&M, got beat by Tennessee?
Yes.
That's what you're putting at number 6 right now. If we're putting all the body of work together, is that a team worthy of 6?
You cannot look ahead. We got to go
with what we've seen
today. What we've seen. If I'm TCU, not me on the first Tuesday, but if I'm TCU, I'm already thinking, what's going on here?
Well, I think the one thing, I'm not saying that. I'm saying for the people who get upset about where they are. This will take care of itself. It's a different argument if you think that TCU, and it's a reasonable take, should be ranked ahead of Alabama. At number 5, Michigan.
Whoa.
Now, I think all of us expected to see Clemson here.
Okay.
Instead, it's Michigan. Kirk, what's your reaction to that?
Surprised.
At number 4. And there is Clemson. Clemson goes to Notre Dame this weekend. Tigers have had some near misses, too, and they've got a little bit of a quarterback situation.
Yeah, I don't know that they have a situation. The Clemson, probably for the past 2 years, even though they won 10 games last season, they haven't jumped off the screen at you when you watch them. And you're expecting to see an explosive offense that we've seen over the past few years, and we're not seeing that yet. So I can see Clemson being a team that is like, hey, if they win out, they'll be fine, but they're not jumping off the screen at me and make me think, wow, they're a great team.
And that's why I wonder why they're at 4 ahead of Michigan when Michigan's offense jumps off of the screen to me. And the defense has been pretty dang dominant this year, too. So, interesting.
We knew the 3 teams at the top, almost certainly. The order is fascinating. What can we learn from the committee, at least in the initial rankings, by how they have them stacked up? At number 3. Georgia denied a 1 versus 2 matchup in terms of now Georgia Georgia kind of messed around with Kent State.
Missouri.
They got pushed to the end by Missouri, surprisingly, and maybe that's the reason they're paying for it. They do have the big win over Oregon on the resume.
Yeah, the win over Oregon, the win over Florida. 2 times this season, we've seen Georgia have to get up for a game. It's time to go prove something, and they've done that very well. The ones in between, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, national champs from last season, I can see them sleepwalking through those games. Those don't bother me as much.
Happiest guy in the world right now is Kirby Smart. They don't respect us, and here come the Big Orange. Is Tennessee 2 or 1? Who's 2? Ohio State is number 2, and that leaves the Big Orange of Tennessee for the first time, and now this 9th year of the college football playoff that Tennessee has been ranked number 1. Previously, they hadn't even been ranked in the top 15, hadn't been ranked at all in the previous 5 iterations of the college football playoff ranking. So it's Tennessee, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson.
All I can say is wow. Those top 6, I didn't really see that coming. I knew Tennessee was coming. I kind of have a feeling Tennessee, because my top 6, okay, I had Clemson at 6. I had Michigan at 5. I had Ohio State at 4. I had TCU at 3, and then Georgia at 2, and Tennessee at number 1. So my number 1 team was on point, but hey, I didn't see that coming. Clemson at 4. Go figure. Only thing I can think of is they valued Clemson, what they've done, who they've beaten so far, over what Michigan has done so far. But hey, nevertheless, I can't explain why they put Alabama over TCU or why they put TCU over Clemson. Because TCU and Clemson resumes are real similar. TCU's on is slightly better than Clemson's on, but both of those teams, what they've done so far, look better than what Alabama's done so far. I've been debating online with Facebook with people for a while about what has Michigan done. I mean, Michigan has played one team. The same thing Ohio State has played as one team. Now, Ohio State has looked dominant over the teams that they have played. Michigan has looked less dominant, but nonetheless, I mean, they haven't really done anything. So I think the committee is not all over the place, but they not holding the same standard to everything. Because if you're going to fault Michigan for not playing anybody, you should also fault Ohio State for not playing anybody. I do not think Ohio State should be the #1 team if Michigan is like they basically have played Penn State, both teams. So I think Ohio State should have been lower than what they were. I'm not really upset with where Michigan is. I'm definitely happy where Clemson is right now. But I think it's a moot point anyway because all these teams play each other. Clemson's going to win out. They're going to get in. It's just a matter of where they're going to get in. Okay, is there going to be 4 or is it going to be 3? That's a big difference. I'm not too sure how they're going to put them at 3, but it all depends on what happens.